Okay, so G, action plans.
Remember, this is random idea and I'm still flaky about. So for each item, it's not a matter of agree or disagree, but we need to have a longer discussion for each item than items in the other sections.
Okay. Alec and Jerson are to finish the first draft of Vera. We are on our way to doing that.
Very good. Do you have a title for the book yet? A working title?
There's a working title. It's Respect, and then I can't recall what the subtitle is at the moment.
Um, does that title makes teachers want to buy the book to teach?
That's what I wanted to talk to Jerson about changing it, but he said since it's only a working title, we should talk about the actual retail title when we finish.
Then I would like to ask you to go to item number 6
of key.
Yes.
Are you ready to present all key aspects of Alec Mustafayev on Monday live stream? Not in this moment as we speak, but much more so than last week when this was proposed.
And will you be ready?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good. Number 7.
Are we going to skip 2 to 5?
We will circle back, but
okay.
You will see why.
Okay. 7. Could you do it in person in Providence so we have high quality videos of you? As much as I wish I could, no.
Okay.
I would not be allowed to leave the house.
Okay.
Would you include a major segment to introduce Vera? Possibly. I'm very open. I think it's a good idea.
Okay, that is the reason why I want to do 6, 7, and 8 first, because it circles back to number 1, and number 6, 7, and 8 tell us that number 1 needs to have the title, a working title, oh, Jason may not like this word, but a realistic title.
I didn't like the title Respect because it seems like something that would be brought by parents who beat their kids.
But you're not teaching only respect, right?
But it all circles back to respect. It can all be connected to that concept.
I understand that, but imagine this, okay? Businesses would want to buy this book in their training programs for employees. Don't you think?
Yeah.
In that case, respect as the title does not represent all the key materials that make businesses want to buy this book.
That is another reason. Another good reason why it should not be that title. Why that should not be the title.
Could you please spell that out in writing and text me that before we forget what we've just stated?
Okay.
It's the reason why this weekend you guys have to be busy with this question. Many businesses would be interested, should be interested in buying this book because it has many concepts that their employees can use. But the title has to suggest the key topics is the reason why they want to buy the book for their employees. If onboarding is something that this book can help, if this book can help with the onboarding process, they would love to hear about how this book can help their onboarding process. Do you understand what onboarding means?
Yes. Hiring, correct?
Onboarding is the process of making new employees as productive quickly as possible.
Reasons why respect is not a good title for Vera. The reason I gave was that it sounds like a book that would be brought by parents who beat their kids. In other words, it's not a very appealing title to most people. And two, it does not, this is what you said paraphrased. It does not suggest all of the key topics of the book, and it isn't appealing to target audiences, with businesses as an example. Is that correct? Okay.
All right. Now you see why I wanted to do 6, 7, and 8 before we continue with number 2.
Yep. Are we going to pick up with 2?
Yes.
Okay, so 2. Nick is to revise the first draft of Vera and produce the second draft of Vera using his Sumo slang wisdom. We were, Garrison and I, when I say we, were counting on doing something like that. Well, by counting, I mean we expected that to be part of this. So yeah, that seems like something. That sounds like a plan.
And then you guys do the third draft after you get the second draft from me, but I didn't state that in here.
Yeah, we expected that. 3. Alec and Nick are to talk about the threading of the second nonfiction as the next product, as suggested by example 2 above. What does that mean? The second nonfiction?
Based on your sales estimates, based on your reasoning why you came up with those numbers, they tell us that you should do more nonfiction books.
I'm not sure that would be something that would go hand in hand with my ideals.
I understand that. And your ideals need to be financially supported on the one hand. On the other hand, your friend groups could also use your financial power. And we love to do what we want to do. Who doesn't? But we also need to do what we need to do. And it's not impossible for you to do both, just like anyone else.
If I were to do both, then that wouldn't be much of a problem.
Very good.
Number 4 is Alec and Nick are to produce the first draft of the Zim business partnership agreement between Alec and Nick. Yeah, that makes sense. We're both involved in Zim, so we should both produce the partnership agreement. Okay. 5. Alec representing Zim and Nick representing TT Books are to produce the first draft of Sumo Slang business partnership agreement between Zim and TT Books. The answer to number 4 of mine would also apply here.
Okay, so that's everything I thought about in terms of what I could come up with by myself.
I'm glad we basically agree on all of it.
Very good. So, what is the most interesting or the biggest surprise? Which item is the biggest surprise or the biggest thing that you see?
Well, number 6 of G is very important and involves a lot of planning that will happen in the near future.
Number 6
of G.
Okay.
The live stream Monday?
Yeah, number 7 and 8 as well.
Okay.
So the reason why I asked for a live stream about you is because of everything we discussed so far today on this page. Because introducing you to the public is the first step in marketing Vera and its authors.
That seems important, yeah. I like that the whole page sets a lot of things straight, especially with the examples, which are pretty feasible. Aside from that, the page isn't far off from what I expected it to be.
Say that again?
I said aside from that, the page isn't far off from what I expected it to be.
So how long have you known me?
8 months.
And after 8 months, the past 8 months brought us to this page. What do you think and how do you feel about that journey?
It's pretty amazing, and I see this page having a lot of potential. What did you say about potential? I forget when. It might have been something you said directly to me, or something I heard in a video, about turning potential, which is latent usefulness, into actual usefulness?
Yes. You remember. Very good.